Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Just 5 Minutes with Jay Neely. I'm Jay Billy, proud principal here at Ben Franklin Elementary School. And today I'm here with my friend and partner, Neely Bartley. We're going to talk about passion matters. So Neely, go ahead, get us going.
All right. Well, this is different because usually Jay starts, but he handed the mic to me. So I'm just going to remind you that I am a middle school technology teacher and digital learning and innovation coach in Massachusetts. And we are super passionate about passion. And not only does it go back to the lead like a pirate roots, the pirate roots in general, right? P is for passion, but certainly a huge part of both of our books. And one of the things that I just want to mention is that passion doesn't become a part of our culture. It doesn't become a part of our routine. We don't bring it to school unless time is made for it, right? Just like anything else, if we have time put into our day to talk about passion, to share our passions, then it matters and it becomes important. And so, one of the things I just want to bring up is that not only do we need to make time for it, but it needs to be visible, right? So, asking colleagues to share their passions, right, will really enforce us to then ask our students to share their own. And to me, that's everything. And then, allowing time not to just make our passions visible, but also like giving time for people to connect over their passions. So whether, we're plastering passions on the wall at the beginning of the year, anytime during the year, really, or, I've done something before in other districts called a passion padlet, and I've used Dave Burgess's like personal passion, content passion, and professional passion in the different columns for people to just like let it out. Let us know what they're passionate about. And then it's visible and we can see where our passions may line up. And so, for example, I play the ukulele. Oh my goodness, somebody right down the hall from me plays the ukulele too. Maybe we can team up and create a song with something about teaching grammar to our students, right? So I think that's huge. But it's the end of the year right now for a lot of people. I mean, I still have like 2 months to go, but a lot of people have about a month, right? So in this home stretch, we also want to honor the fact that things can feel crazy at school, in our community, even in our world. And it's really important to remember, right? Like I'm all about passion, passion up. I write about this in the book and in several posts, but sometimes we have to be selective, right? And sometimes we have the have tos and we have to get them done. And I know it's a crazy time, especially for administrators, right, Jay? But to know that we have that passion at school, that we have that purpose, those things to come back to, those things that drive us is huge. So although we might have to be selective so we don't end up, pushing the dig deep button that so many of us often push, as, Brené Brown refers to in the Gifts of Imperfection, where we're like on a treadmill and we just keep going and going and going. And then it's at the expense of things that really matter to us. So that we don't get there, we might have to be selective, but it's really important not to ignore that passion because that's what keeps us coming back.
Thanks, Neely. Yeah, this is a difficult time of year, and we have to keep trying to engage in those things that we're passionate about, even though we have so many other things to do. Today, I'm working on least preferred activities, trying to get some of those things done, so I have time to do the things that I want to do and like to do while I'm in school during the week. But when we talk about passion, passion does matter. Passion matters a lot. I'm passionate about all things that go on in schools, except maybe, like I said, writing the teacher summatives and things like that. And I think it's important that we share our passions with everyone. One of the things that I'm involved in right now is I meet with my 9 tenured teachers about the future and about next year. As you said, we have about 2 months of school left. And one of the first questions I ask them is, okay, we have about 2 months of school left. What do you hope for your classroom and your kids? And invariably, almost every single one of them has said, we want to have a lot of fun. we want to make more memories, And so I think bringing your passions to school and that way really help us to make our school a better place. And when we talk about creating schools where kids are running into, that's the thought processes I bring. On Friday, I was frustrated, and at the end of the day, and I thought of two things. I thought, Okay, I can lock myself in my office at the end of the day when everybody leaves and just be angry, or I'm going to play the music. And I just played the music. We were playing a little bit of Sugar Hill Gang Rapper's Delight from 1979 out of bus duty. And you know what? It made it better. It made it better. So we have to remember those things that why we're here, what our purpose is. And, as you talked, sometimes we can't be all those things for everybody, but we just keep, finding those pieces that make us at peace with what we're doing. Again, that's a little off track, but I really think that, from my book and from your book, when we talk about passion up or passion matters, that we have to come back to that. We have to just remember why we're doing what we're doing and why it's so important. Also, do not forget, and Neely can share a little bit more. She's going to be at seeing our friend Beth Huff throughout the first pitch at the Nationals versus the Marlins on Wednesday evening, sometime around 7. Might be a little before 7, might be a little after 7. The game starts at 7:05. So Neely's going to try to share that on Facebook Live. Neely, go ahead and finish it up.
Yeah, so just to make it even more specific, it would be 7:05 or probably before that Eastern Standard Time,
Yes.
right? So I'm going to do my best to do Facebook Live. My Facebook, if you just look up Neely Bartley, it's actually Neely Schneerson Bartley because that's my maiden name. But I will do my best to capture it. And, when you think about one of the most passionate people we know, it's definitely Beth. So we're going to support her as much as absolutely possible.
Thanks.